G'day, here's a juicy one for a Friday afternoon. Maybe it's time for hotels to just subsidise their spas. So look, I don't remember the last time I met a hotel general manager or owner who didn't say that he either wanted or needed to have a spa. And there's a number of reasons for that. Maybe they need one to get their 5-star rating. Maybe their guests are demanding it. Maybe their competitors have one. And, some of those reasons are actually even valid. But they come to us asking us to take over an existing spa operation, either because they've been running it themselves and had too many problems with recruitment and training and consistency, or they've been outsourcing it to another third party and they just haven't been able to make it work. And so they come to us saying, well, you guys are a professional outfit, you've been around a long time, surely you can make it work. But then when I look at the numbers, we actually can't make it work because there's just too many expenses attributed to that business. Expenses that technically should be there, don't get me wrong, but ones that just make it impossible for the spa to make money. And if you think about it, a lot of spas these days are dealing with payroll costs at 50% and even greater. And so it doesn't leave much margin for any other expenses. Expenses such as utilities, water and electricity can be a big drain on a spa P&L. Laundry and linens, another big drain. Even housekeeping can be an expense, housekeeping costs, which could potentially be absorbed by the hotel. And of course, then you've got the really big one, which is often the rent or the revenue share that the hotel takes in return. And so my honest suggestion to hotels in this scenario is that maybe what you need to do is subsidize some of those expenses. So maybe you need to reduce the charges for the laundry and linen. Maybe you need to reduce the charges for the utilities. Maybe you need to lower your revenue expectation. Essentially what you're doing then is subsidizing the operation of the spa. But then what's in that for the hotel? What's the point of them doing it? Well, it kind of goes back to the conversation we had earlier about the fact that they feel they need to have the spa in the hotel. But the reality is that that current business is just going to struggle to make money if you run it like a standalone profit center and if you charge all of the same costs that are currently being attributed to it. So the hotel's got to make a call. Do they want a spa that is going to be profitable and make lots of money for them, or do they want a spa that's going to service their hotel guests? And so in those scenarios, subsidizing the spa is probably the right outcome, because otherwise, if you try and lump all of the actual costs into that spa, then it's not going to make enough money. The hotel, if they're running it, aren't going to give it enough effort and put enough time and effort and resource into it. If a third party is operating it, they're just not going to be able to make enough money, and ultimately they'll just start cutting corners, which will impact on the spa service and the spa delivery. So it's a lose-lose for everybody. And if the business is going to succeed, it has to be a win-win for everybody. So the win for the spa operator, if it's subsidized, is that they can now start making money because some of those costs are reduced. And the win for the hotel is that they get a consistent, stable product that keeps their guests happy. And, it could even be a staggered or a prorated kind of subsidy, whereby they subsidize the hotel guests that go to the spa, but they don't subsidize other guests. So you just work out what percentage, what mix of guests are coming from inside versus outside the hotel. So it's a consideration that I think a lot of hotels have to face up to if they still want to have spas. Now, it's not a situation that I would encourage in all circumstances, but it only works, I think, if the hotel genuinely sees that they need to have the spa, and if the spa operator genuinely cannot make money based on the current cost structures. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Give it some thought, because it is a conversation that I've had more and more over recent years, and it's one that I am probably going to have sometime very soon again. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm not suggesting it for all spas, but for some hotel spas, subsidizing may be the best way and the smart way to go. Do let me know. I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.
And I don't believe in time.